I was always studying and reading and studying and reading and studying and reading. I read, I don't know how many books I read, mostly about the anatomy, to know where to stab somebody to kill them right away. So mostly twisted reasons on why I was reading and studying, but it was to better me mentally. And most people aren't like that. They do drugs, they watch a bunch of television, and they don't really think about getting out. Well, I was thinking about getting out because I knew I was gonna get out. However, I just had many, many years to go. And these events that I'm expressing to you happen on daily or weekly, or you just go on lockdown for 2.5 years and you never see the sun. Which means, guess what? You're probably gonna get in a fight with your cellie, because something's gonna happen, you're gonna get into an argument, which has happened many times. So I was stuck between how the fuck am I gonna get out of prison, but I still gotta continue to jail. So I started to just read and develop, and then eventually I just started to listen to audios like Tony Robbins and Dale Carnegie and a bunch of other people, countless and countless and countless. Most importantly, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich is my favorite book. Then I read all of his materials, and then I applied all of that stuff to prison. Then I finally got transferred from a prison. I got closer to home, to Mill Creek, where I got to see my son, my family, but I was really, really homesick. And for some twisted reason, I decided to volunteer to go to a prison in San Diego, California. I have no idea why, to be honest with you, but I knew that if I stayed in Mill Creek, I wasn't going to go home ever, because I am too close to home and I'm too close to prison, where I'll have these visitational rights more often and I wouldn't be away. So I decided to punish myself and send my happy ass all the way down to San Diego, where I'll never get a visit, never see anybody, and just study. So I was 3.5 years away roughly from going home. And then I get a letter. I get a letter that says my mom has cancer. And I remember seeing my mom for the last time when we were in High Desert, because there's family visits, and we had a heart-to-heart. Eventually, over the years, me and my mom got really close, and I apologized to her and creating her this life. And I know that she really wanted to give me and my sisters a better life. Unfortunately, my better life wasn't the life that she thought about. So I remember getting a letter from my mom about cancer, and I started to really, really delve into John Maxwell and his teachings about leadership. And I write essays and I send them out to inmates, and they thought I was crazy because I'm in prison. I'm talking about John Maxwell, Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins in fucking prison. The correction officers thought I was fucking nuts. Like, it's some role that I'm playing. Like, what game am I playing? I stopped doing drugs, I stopped drinking, and I literally worked out every fucking day. And I made it a mission to be the best person on that yard, and I outworked everybody. I remember doing lunges for 2.5 hours straight. They thought I was crazy in the rain. They hated me, because when they come and say, hey, you want to go to yard, it's raining outside, guess who said yes? Yep, I'm going to yard because it's the only time I get, and fuck you, you're gonna go out there with me. So I made all the correction officers stay outside on the yard while I'm doing lunges for 2.5 hours straight, just to prove to them that I'm out here doing something and I'm not wasting time. And I remember going back to my cell, both my toes were bleeding, I pulled my nails out, and my legs were just so tight. The intensity that I know that I have for passion, and if I say I'm going to do something, and my follow through is like nobody that I've ever met in my entire life, and how fast I can accelerate is like nobody I've ever met in my entire life. If I pick up a book and read it, and I tell you that I'm going to devour and apply this tomorrow, I will do it that day, and I'll regurgitate information. I haven't met too many people like that, because I meet a lot of people that just waste time and blow smoke up my ass. I can't stand it, which is probably why I accelerated so fast by the time I got out of prison to where I'm at now.